table ready. Maya. Take one. Sanaya. Hands for the chant. Amos. Good morning, first period.
Good morning, Miss Cunningham!
He said good morning, first period.
Good morning, Miss Cunningham! Give it to me one time! Give it to me two times! Give it to me three times! What?
Hand for the first learning target. Isaiah.
I can summarize the information and promises to keep about why Jackie Robinson was chosen to break the color barrier in baseball.
Fabulous. Chase.
I can identify the reasons and evidence Sharon Robinson uses to support an opinion and promises to keep.
Read that one more time in your head, silently. This is the bulk of what we're doing today. And the last one. This is ongoing all the time. Casey.
I can determine the meaning of new words and phrases from context in the book Promises to Keep.
Turn and talk to a teammate. What is it that we're learning today? Which one do you feel like you're the strongest at? Turn and talk. Partner on the window speaks first. Go. Great.
Because in my old school, we used to have to summarize text, 12 words.
Which one are you the strongest at? Jay?
The first one.
The first one. Why?
Because I know, like, we've been reading a lot about Jackie Robinson, and I remember, like, from, I think it was a week ago, when we read the passage about how he proved Adolf Hitler wrong.
Beautiful.
About basically.
Awesome. Give Jay 2 on 2 for sharing. 1, 2. Right here. First vocabulary word of the day. Con-silent hand to sound it out. Con-silent hand. Yamar. Give us some shine.
Integrate.
Integrate. Give him 2 claps on 2. 1, 2. Integrate. What part of this word do you recognize? What part of the word do you know? A very easy part of it. Casey. Integrate. The second word is a synonym. Read the second one for me, please. You've already talked about this one before. More hands than that. More hands than that. Read the second one for me. Take one.
Desegregate.
Desegregate. What prefix do you recognize that I've already taught you this school year? What prefix do you know? Bree? D. Desegregate or integrate. Bless you. They both mean to do what? What do both of those words mean? This one is a review. This one we'll figure out in context. Isaiah?
To not do.
To not do. Someone add on.
You mean the meaning of the
The
word?
meaning of both of them.
Oh, not segregated.
Not segregated, but let's try not use that vocabulary word. Not segregated, what's another way to say that? Naima.
So like, not just,
Give her some time. She needs it. We got it. To not be
not be,
louder. Voice.
to not be spread apart,
To not be spread apart, or Jay.
to be free.
To be free. Kind of. To not be set apart. To be free. I'm gonna really wait till we get the right one. Amos.
To not be separated.
To not be separated. To not be separated by what? By what? Bree. By color. Let's write it down. 30 seconds. Not separated by color. To not be separated to color. Integrate. Think of it this way. People are coming in together. It's the same thing as to desegregate. Segregate means separate. If you're desegregating, you're also bringing together, okay? The next word we're going to figure out with context in our read aloud. And I have a feeling some of us will have some prior knowledge. Calm, silent hand to sound this one out. Most of us should know it. Calm, silent hand. More hands than that. It's just 3 tables. Kamaya. Say it one more time. Avenge. Someone help her. You're close. James. Avenge. Calm, silent, or the wall speaks first. What is that text mainly about? What's the gist? What's the basic summary? Turn and talk, go.
I think the text was blaming himself.
Plus 10 to Yamar over there. Excellent job, Yamar, leading your group. What is pollution? I want to make sure all 3 of us know pollution first. Plus 10 to Jay and her group saying, I agree with. Okay, maybe a gas. What do you think? Where have you heard that? But it says why end pollution. Look at the picture. 10 seconds. Not end. Wait, end the word. What is this right here? When your teammates are talking right now, I want you to listen specifically to what they say and what is pollution and the text that also saying, okay? What was it basically about? Basic gist. Chase.
Pollution is bad for our environment.
Can you define pollution for a few teammates that might not know?
Pollution is like, it's like litter, it's basically like litter, like when, can I just give an example?
Yes, of course.
So pollution is like, for instance, if somebody just throws paper on the ground, that's an example of pollution. And there's something called air pollution, which has a lot of gas in the air, and it pollutes the air. And
Give me some shine to spit it out. Oh, she got it. So stop for a second. We did a basic first read summary of this little text. Now I want you to figure out what the author's opinion is. Who remembers just this basic definition of an author's opinion? What do I mean by opinion? It's like the author's, Yamar?
The opinion is what the author thinks or feels.
Thinks. It's the big why. That is exactly why we are going back and really diving deep on the reasons. Bless you. The big why. Your class is amazing at saying, here's this opinion, here it is. But we're struggling a little with that, well, why did they think that, okay? Why did they think that? This time, take 30 seconds with a teammate. What is the reason in this text that the author says, you better end this pollution? What is the reason the author says? I'm looking for the first group that's discussing and then writing it down. You have 60 seconds with your group. Why? Why do they think we should end pollution? Go. Why do they we live in? I see like 90% of us doing this, waiting for a few teammates to join. Fabulous. Give them 3 big ones on 3. 1, 2, 3. Here's the thing though. This text was like the first reason why, and it very clearly gave you the reason. A tricky part with really complex text is the author's not going to be like, here's my reason. They're not going to say that to you. Today we're going to do a close read of 2 pages, and we're going to have a debate. It's a very, very easy and obvious opinion. However, today the debate is, what's the reason why? I want you to disagree with one another. I want you to disagree, Janae. I would like you to disagree, but we have to understand the text first. Go ahead and open Promises to Keep. We're going to do just a gist read of 28 and 29. If your name is called, read 2 sentences, and it's a +10 on your paycheck for knowing exactly where we are. You're going to see the vocabulary word avenge. When you see it, highlight it so we can figure out what it means in context after this read. Why my father? Waiting for 100% of us to be on page 28. This whole table is good to go. Janae's ready. Amos is managing himself and he's ready. Why my father? On August 28, 1945, my father, who was playing baseball for the Negro League's Kansas City Monarchs, met Branch Rickey to discuss playing for the Dodgers. There are many reports, but few eyewitnesses to this historic meeting, which took place at Branch Rickey's office in Brooklyn, New York. Rickey knew Casey.
I respectfully agree with Jay.
Voice louder.
I would like to add on that I think that it was about, that this page was mainly about why Jackie Robinson even got in the Major League, like he showed his anger during the interview.
Oh, so why he even got into the major leagues? But we all need to back up a bit. Someone needs to use one of the vocabulary words I taught you at the beginning of class. Integrate or desegregate. Isaiah, give it a shot.
So these pages were about a popular
Turn and tell your
person.
class.
These pages were about a popular person who got drafted to the major leagues to basically help desegregate baseball.
He was chosen as the first person to desegregate baseball. Take 30 seconds with your teammate. So what does that mean is her opinion? What's Sharon Robinson's opinion about her father? Look at the title, Why My Father. She thinks he was the best man for what? Turn and talk to your teammate. What is her opinion of her father? Then the fun part in the debate comes. Turn and talk, go. Best part. Bree, why did he chose him to do what?
He chose him to desegregate baseball altogether.
Desegregate baseball altogether, or use the other word I taught you, the other vocabulary word. It's absolutely perfect, Miss Bree. How could you use the other vocabulary word? You chose them to desegregate it or to blank baseball. James?
Or to integrate.
Integrate. Means the same thing. So he was chosen. Here's their meeting. It said that there weren't many records, but this was their meeting. They had this discussion. Your job right now is to figure out why. Why? The big why, not the what, Chase. The big why. Why did you choose Jackie? To be this man right here, to be the first person to integrate or desegregate the major leagues. Okay? So your job, we're going to have a debate. Why Jackie? According to the author, why Jackie? This is what you're about to do for the next 10 minutes. You're going to do a second close read of the same pages. According to the author, why was Jackie the best man? And you have 2 reasons to pick from. Calm silent hand to read reason 1. Kareem.
Jackie had played on
Voice.
reason one. Jackie had played on integrated black and white team before and was a strong competitor.
Second, reason 2. Reason 2, Serenity Brown.
Jackie had the moral character personality.
Listen to Chase, who's saying super focused.
It said in the text, it said when Branch Rickey said you have to agree to be non-violent.
Don't look at me, tell them.
He told him you have to agree to be non-violent and don't respond to all the racism. And he agreed. Jackie Robinson agreed.
So Caleb, let me push you a little. So you're saying that Ricky's faith and belief that Jackie will not say anything back to people when they're rude to him is stronger than all the experience he has? That's what you're
I'm not
saying?
saying that. I'm saying that because of his personality, it overrides his experience. Because because Branch Rickey wanted him to be on the team. He wanted to have all the experience and stuff, but he also had to have the personality.
Counter that, Savannah. She was saying, kinda. What do you think, Savannah?
Okay, so I see where you're going because personality
You should be listening so you can respond. There's a few of you that haven't said anything yet.
because personality is a big half of why he put him on a team. But you have to, personality is not all of that. Like, you have to have the right mindset, but you also have to have the right experiences, because if you just have a good personality but don't know what you're doing, then why would somebody put you on a team if you don't have good experience?
So he hasn't shown that he can do that yet. She's saying, how are you gonna, he hasn't even shown that he can be nonviolent. How is that better than he's played on an integrated team before? Jaden, respond.
Well, I
Voice louder.
I respectfully disagree with you, Savannah, because according to the text, it says Ricky switched roles of being a white player, fan, and manager. So it shows, and he was testing Jackie, and basically Jackie was trying to like keep his cool while
Did he pass